welcome Carol McFeeder, Sherry Rowan, and Jean Hendrickson to Parties Extra. I'm Helen Ford Wallace, and we are at the Oklahoman's Video Studio to talk about the Harding Fine Arts Academy's upcoming awards dinner. So, this event's set up for April. Tell us about it, Carol.
It is. It's going to be on a Tuesday evening, April 9th, at the Will Rogers Theater Event Center.
Yes.
We have a cocktail reception from like 6 to 7, and then we have the program from 7 to 9, and it'll be a lot of fun. It always is.
I mean, you Harding people know how to have a party and have fun,
yes.
all.
Everyone that comes to the party always remarks that the entire audience just loves each other, and they have so much fun at the cocktail party, and it's great
but it's
to
open,
know.
It's still open to the public, though.
Oh yeah, of course. Yes, we still have tickets and a few tables.
You're not sold out.
We're not sold out yet.
Good. Well, okay. Well, so you have cocktail reception, dinner, program, and then you have an award.
Yes.
You all feature the John and Joy Reed Belt Leadership Award.
The Leadership in Arts and Education.
Yes.
That's what we like.
That's right.
And so the Glenna and Richard Tannenbaum will receive the John and Joy Reed Belt Award, and then this year, for the first time, we're adding a Community Impact Award for A+ schools.
A+ schools. Well, what is that? What's A+ schools?
Well, it is arts plus academics, and it's a way of teaching. It's very critical to our curriculum, and it's just delightful. It works really well.
And so you all have been working with that, I guess,
yes,
for quite a while.
Forever.
Since it opened.
Yes.
Right, from inception.
That's been in place.
Yes, it opened as the state's first high school to be admitted into the A+ Schools network.
Really?
Yes. I was really fortunate to be the director of Oklahoma A+ Schools at that time. And I remember John Belt actually taking me to lunch one day in about 2004 and talking about his dream for bringing that building, Harding building, back to life and bringing it to full force with joy in the building and love and the arts. And so he wanted to have a framework for a high school that would substantially use the arts as a core part of curriculum for every child. And so he invited me to begin to plan with him in a small steering committee. And when the board formed, I became a member of that board. So, I've been with Harding the whole time.
Did you start A+?
We started A+. I was a principal in Oklahoma City Public Schools, and I was at Mark Twain Elementary when we started looking as a state at a model that used the arts significantly in schools, that had high test score results that also accompanied that use, and that involved a whole school and not just the art department. So we brought A+ here through philanthropic efforts, the Kirkpatrick Foundation, and others, and we began that process in 2002.
Well, no wonder you're giving them that award. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of doing.
It is.
It was interesting. The building was closed in 2003, and our class had our 40th reunion then.
You have a great class.
Yes. and we were very excited to hear that the building was not going to be closed forever. It was just temporary, and so we were very excited to hear that.
Well, so your other award winner are the Tannenbaums. So tell us a little bit about them.
Oh, Sherry probably knows more about the Tannenbaums.
Good.
It's a very extensive list of things that they're involved in.
They are movers and shakers. I tell you what, this couple is, they're a dynamic couple. They have contributed so much to arts and education in our community. Richard Tannenbaum is with the real estate company, and they have done so many projects, grown the company to be one of the top developers in the state. And both he and Glenna have a deep sense of giving back to the community. They're very appreciative of their good fortune, and so they have done a marvelous job in sharing that with organizations such as the Oklahoma Orchestra League. Glenna served as president for that, and then she's been on the board and on the Oklahoma City Philharmonic.
So they're just really in the community.
Everywhere.
Are they Harding connected? Grads or children?
No, they know people who know people, and then began to learn about our school. They came to our event last year. They had such a wonderful time, and
Like the fine
they kind of
arts.
caught the spirit.
You know, that's pretty
Definitely,
awesome.
it is. It is. It's
Well,
easy to do.
good choices, both
Yes,
of them. So, okay, so then you're going to have James Pickle as your MC at
Right.
this event, and he's pretty funny.
Yes, it is.
And some entertainment. Tell us about that.
Well, we are going to have our special martial arts team. It's unique, we think, in the whole country. We don't think that any other high school has a martial arts team it's part of an elective program, and
We
they're
were
fabulous.
the first that offered martial arts as a fine arts credit.
Yeah.
And because of the dance component to it.
So they have gone to Europe. They participated in the world competition last year and won in Italy.
Oh, wow.
And so they have a new program to music, and we think it will be fantastic, and no one will have seen anything like it.
That's
so.
true.
Is that the interactive part, or do you have more interactive
Oh, no.
going on here?
Jean
Then
can probably
Jean
speak to that.
has
Right.
a little secret interactive.
Yeah,
class
so we won't
activity.
spoil any secrets.
Okay.
But
That's
if
right.
you're going
We
to
keep it
be an A+ school, it's all about hands-on learning. So we wouldn't really be able to accept an award at Oklahoma A+ schools. Myself and then Sandy Kent, who is now the executive director, followed me into that job when I left. So we have cooked up a little interactive activity that everyone who comes will get to participate in, and it's no high stress, no
Easy.
dancing around, any of
Throwing
that.
stars.
But it will be a lot of fun to participate in and help people learn more about what an A+ school is and why it helps connect kids to the ways they learn best.
Oh my gosh, you all have lots going on. You have a theme.
Yes,
What's your theme?
excellence in education, and that the money that we raise from this event will go towards that theme, the things that we need: teacher education, technology, all of that, to make the classroom experience better and to have high impact teachers that are very effective. It will help them a lot.
And so then after all this goes on, you have something called Pick Your Passion?
Yes,
Tell us about that.
as the event is going, we will have 8 different projects that are worth $2,000 apiece, and these are decided by the department heads. So each department will have a project, and people can go around and learn about the projects and contribute to them, something that appeals to them. And it's always very popular. People always ask if it's going to be at this event again.
So, like, you'd choose what? The music department.
Yeah, you might buy, tons and tons of sheet music, or you might buy, a piano keyboard.
Like the foreign language department has already identified theirs, and they really want to have authentic materials to help their students learn the language. So instead of just having your textbooks or things that are written for language learners, they want to have their students exposed to newspapers, magazines, novels, movies that are actually in the target language, because it really does give them a much richer language experience.
Well, you were principal over there, were you
was.
not? Well, so tell us,
8 years.
Tell us about Harding.
Harding is like no other high school I know, because we subscribed to the Oklahoma A+ model, and I was an Oklahoma A+ fellow, so I was very familiar with the model when I took the position as principal. It's a more respectful and interactive school than I think many other schools are. There's a very definite culture, and parents and students often remark about that. It's very accepting, and yet it is also quite academically challenging.
And creative.
And creative. And I think that's something that it took a while to educate the public that an art school was an academic school. And, you know, because at first we would get that, oh, well, you know, arts, you know, you're not very academic. And when they finally began to see our results, because we score with the State Department of Education, we've consistently had A or A+ rating for the last, I believe, 6-7 years, I think. So, you know, it's
National Blue Ribbon.
National Blue Ribbon School.
Good science department, I think.
Good science department, absolutely. And it's so fun because, like, you know, we'll have students come in that say, well, I don't like math, I don't know how to do math. And when they are exposed to learning with an Oklahoma A+ method, which brings the arts into it, lets them tap into their music knowledge, to their visual art knowledge, then all of a sudden they're like, I can do math, and they're so excited. So it's so much fun.
How many students?
We have 366, I believe, this year. It usually varies between 350, 400, and 450. It is a public school. And
Located where?
We are currently sponsored by Oklahoma City Public Schools, and our funding comes from the state of Oklahoma. We are not allowed to discriminate by testing or, you know, grade requirements, auditioning, or anything like that. All of our students make application, and then they're chosen by lottery. And by statute, Oklahoma City Public School students have first priority.
Well, that's interesting. That's
It is.
And it's on Chartel,
It's
right?
on Chartel. Chartel
So
and about 33rd.
it's a beautiful building.
It's a wonderful little building.
Well, and you all are in negotiations to keep the building, I think, at this point. So,
Yeah,
any word on that?
We're just hoping for a good outcome, certainly. The building, you know, again, going back to John Belt's original vision and seeing what's happened over the last 14 years as Harding has really come to fruition. And we've got the sprung dance floors, and we've got the art rooms with, you know, pot throwing capabilities, and we have a wonderful auditorium and theater space that has just been upgraded. So those are the kinds of things that allow us to get the arts and the academics right in the right kind of environment with the support of community. So that's what we're
You
really
need to keep that.
That's what we need to keep.
And
That's
we
right.
are in the right place for us because
Absolutely.
we're close to a lot of other arts organizations. And
Well, you are,
in
aren't
the
you?
central part of the
Right next
city.
to Paseo.
And that's where
That's right.
our demographics are. So it makes perfect sense.
Well, that's
It
pretty
does.
amazing. Okay, so for back to the dinner in April. Where can we get tickets?
Oh, you can. Let me tell you the number. Call 405-702-6939 or email www.hardingfinearts.org.
Okay, and the tickets are how much?
They're $125 per person.
And anyone can come.
Anyone can come.
April 9th.
April
Hey,
9th.
thank you for that.
Tuesday night.
Begins at 6
o'clock.
p.m.
Okay, well, anything else you want to say about the dinner?
I think that's it. It's always
It will
a
be
lot of
magical.
fun.
We
It
have
is
we have
magical.
some special little effects planned.
And anything else about Harding you want to say?
Oh, I would say that echoing her comments about the culture, that's exactly why I'm still with the board, because I've seen so many
12
wonderful...
years on the board, is that it?
Yeah, more like 14.
Yeah.
Because I've seen so many students succeed, and besides, you know, the high expectations, they're really nurtured. It's just heartwarming. So
That's
Good point.
special.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
very
very
special.
nice.
Anything else about A+?
A+ Schools is a statewide network located at UCO, still going strong, and really asking what kind of school do you want for your child. And if you want a school that has the arts as part of the curriculum, then you need to be in support and working with us to make that happen for everybody's child.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Well,
we look forward to seeing everybody at our event.
Thanks, Carol, Sherry, and Jean, for catching us up on Harding Fine Arts Academy. This is a very special dinner, and it always honors someone who is instrumental in supporting Oklahoma City in a big way. Congratulations to the Tannenbaums and A+, and we look forward to hearing more about your future very, very soon.
We thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.